Hello, this is my develop challenge, one app to approve travel trips. So if I click here, we can see what happened. I have a list of the employers who have trips to approve in the left side of the window. I have 6 trips to approve, and each of these it's employer who have a trip waiting for my decision. I am the manager of these employers, and so in this side he have the name of the employer, the number of the trip, and the costs of this trip. But in this right side I have more detail about this. I have the number of the trip, the date of the beginning and finish of the trip. This trip begin at 5 February and finish at 8 February. This is a trip to my employer Hans Simon, and it's a trip Lisbon to Paris with this cost. Here I have more detail. I have a value for the plane and for the hotel and for the bus. If I click in this icon, I can see more details. I can see what is my expense for this trip, the detail information and the cost information, and the receipts of this trip with detailed information about what is the receipts and the value of the receipts. Also, I can see in easy mode where it's the destination of this trip. By clicking in this icon, I can see where my employer go. So the destination of this trip, looking for this photo, it's Paris. So it's Lisbon to Paris. Okay, this is right. I see here every people, and I can take a decision if I approve or reject every travel trip that I have here. So when I look at this trip, I look at these costs, and for me it's so expensive. I have no budget for this, so I don't approve this trip. I reject this trip. I come at this button and click in this button. A message, the trip was been rejected, appear here. So I reject this trip. But for instance, this trip, it's okay, it's no expensive, it's in the budget, and I approve this trip. But I can look what have in this trip, expense and receipts. Also I can see a photo for this trip. Okay, and when I know every information, I can take a decision. So for me this trip it's okay, I came to approve them. I click in this button and the trip was being approved. So this is my app. I hope so that you enjoy it, and bye.